Ready.
Woo! All right, and we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always, we got Fada,
Yo,
and always, welcome back. We got uh Material Life, aka B. What up, B?
Hey.
All right, how y'all been doing?
I
Good.
think you forgot one more person.
Oh, somebody else jumped in?
That's what I was about to say.
Yes,
Yeah.
look.
Oh shoot! Oh yes. And also we have Crystal. What's going on, Crystal?
Hola.
Don't worry, Crystal. That's 10 lashes. That's 10 lashes for Ray.
I'm not. Look, I was
It's
like,
fine.
if I had multiple screens, I would have caught that. But since I'm like clicking through
You're
screens,
fine.
Hey, Crystal.
I sometimes miss it.
I'm
Feels
still
like I
giving
haven't
I'm still giving you
seen.
10 lashes. I just feel like it's the principle.
Yeah,
I didn't even
I'll
know that
take
was
it.
you,
I'll take it.
Crystal. I was like, who is
I
that?
know the name. I gotta change the name. But yeah,
I
it's
thought
been a minute.
I heard some. Yeah, it has. OMG, we about to make this a little TED talk. Look at us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, it's like a little catch
It's,
up moment.
it's like a family reunion. Look at this. This is. I feel sorry. Hercules. But yeah, how's it? Everybody's doing good.
I mean,
Yeah,
in Trump's America, I'm doing as good as I can be.
Are
I
we
mean the
still in the
shutdown's
government
over,
shutdown?
so um,
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Is it really?
what did we can start there. We just start there.
Yeah,
What
we
did
could
we
go wherever
learn?
you want. Yeah, like what did we learn?
I don't know. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I know the last time like I had to deal with the shutdown is when kind of like I was still in the military and but it didn't last that long. This is just like, and we got our back pay. So I just wondering if hopefully everyone's getting their back pay. Hopefully everybody's getting paid now. And it seems like
Well,
everybody's about to boycott like the pagan holidays like Christmas and Black Friday. Uh,
I love how you call them the pagan holidays.
they are pagan holidays. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like my people is like we're down with the boycott, but we still gonna come together as Black people and do something. I don't know. I don't know if y'all gonna be doing that, but yeah. But
I mean, we do that anyway, so
that's why I say, you know what? And it's honestly, this is why I tell people on Fourth of July when they say, "I don't know if we should celebrate." I say, just enjoy your day off and go cook something. Be a fan.
go cook something.
Yeah,
Go
go
to like the grocery store, go get you some steak, go cook some steak.
and enjoy your day off. That's why we tell people, just go enjoy your day off.
You know what I'm saying? Go make yourself, some dinner, eat, and think about it later. That's
Yeah.
what I would do.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, oh yeah, um, I guess I should tell this down when you're on air. Like I say, my mom she hasn't watched Proud Family, so she don't know nothing going on. So when and plus my niece 10 years old, she's never watched Proud Family either. So imagine you knowing what's in there, but they're not knowing what's in there. So my niece saw Michael, and for those that know, if y'all haven't seen the new episodes of Louder and Prouder with the Proud Family, Michael's fully gay now. He's like fully out there.
He's fully out. Yeah,
He
he
is
ain't in the closet.
he is fully out there. And she saw that nigga in the dress. and which is sad, which is funny because the whole episode was about the brown paper bag test and colorism and shit. But Yeah, she saw the whole thing about Michael in the dress. My niece look at me. She go, "Is that a boy or a girl?" I was like,
Here we go.
I was like, "That is a boy." And she goes, "Why is that boy in a dress?" and I get look. I'm as a person, and I've said this before. I don't mind gay shit being on TV. I watched Empire, and I thought all that shit was funny. I don't watch Pose. I think Pose is one of the best shows on TV when it was out. But I'm not gonna hold you. Like I didn't want to answer that question to my 10-year-old niece, and I was just like, "Ask your mother."
I mean, somebody got to do it. Yeah, somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it. I was like, ask your mother, and she, I don't know if she ever did or not, or she got it. But my mom was looking at this. She was like, when they, and I'm paraphrasing. She didn't say this actually, but this is basically what how her reaction was. When they start putting all this gay shit on TV, and I'm just like, yeah. I was looking at her. It's just like, yeah, they're doing this now.
No.
Yeah, I think it should be good, Crystal. I don't know if that was you.
You was muted a couple times. So say something, Crystal.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
okay. But yeah, but yeah, I look. I
I
understand
think it
what's.
was because we started talking about the orange man.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about my niece seeing some gay stuff on TV and asking me questions, and my only answer was ask your mother. It was like I'm not gonna hold you. I thought it was funny, but at the same time, I understand what Snoop was going through. I did not feel like answering those questions, and it was just like go ask your mom because I feel like if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be the mother, not me. It's not like I didn't have answers. I just feel like you should have this talk with your parents first before um I give you my answer. But I wanted y'all thoughts on that. This is like would y'all have done the same thing?
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, I would have just answered the question. I just would have been like, listen, there's some men that are like girls, and we call them girly men, and there are some girls that are like guys, and we call them tomboys. Why don't you just call them manly girls? Because that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, some shit like that. Like, I'm gonna try to make it as casual as possible because I don't think we should be introducing like any stigma towards it. You feeling what I'm saying? Because they already get that already. You know what I'm saying? They're already breaking the super white Christian norm by being boys in dresses and girls wearing jeans. Shout out to fucking Sabrina or whatever the fuck her name is, Sabrina Carpenter. Um, no, I just don't feel like we need to make it any less awkward than it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just my approach because at the end of the day, I mean, they're not gonna be shielded from that shit forever. You know what I'm saying? Like you see what's going on in schools and shit. They got fucking genderless bathrooms and shit like that. Like they're gonna be introduced to it at some point. You know what I'm saying? So why not just tell it what it is? Ain't no need to lie. Ain't no need to be weird about it either. It's just some men wear dresses. You know?
My only thing is, and I hope I didn't cut nobody off. I feel like, but my only thing is, how do I get the message across where both sides could be like, okay, I can accept that because I feel like even with your answer, I feel like there's some people on the other side. I'm sorry, let me just not say that. The LGBT side that be like, why would you say it like that or something? I know I'm not going to please everybody, but at least I want to get to a point where it's like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ray. I feel like at the end of the day, it's the mom or the dad's responsibility to inform their child of exactly what that is. like educate them and give them the information. Because your thought about it, or your, however you want to go about the information, it may not be the same thing that the mom want to do. So leave that to the person's parent. If they don't want to talk about it, but they don't feel like answering that question, then leave it to them.
Okay. What about you, Crystal?
How
Because I
dare
see.
you?
What about you, Crystal?
I do feel like I'm gonna leave that one alone because it has been times when I've been trying to explain to a child why is it two men kissing or why is it two women kissing or whatever the case is. And my explanation for some fathers that are homophobic, they didn't like that explanation. They didn't even want to acknowledge it. And I got in trouble for that. So I would say leave it alone. If it's a family member, I would even say leave it alone because sometimes, like real talk, some family members you just can't stand or they like to twist your motherfucking words. And when you go to talk to their child who's innocent, right? Your words get exchanged in something that it wasn't, and now you have to re-explain. So it just depends. I personally, when it comes to my family, I leave that shit alone. That's y'all job. Y'all made that little one. You made the little Neo. You deal with it. You be the oracle because it ain't gonna be me.
Somebody watched The
Kids
Matrix
will
recently.
kids will relay back the information you told them, completely opposite of the way you told them. And next thing you know, a parent coming to you talking about, come out.
Look, I think y'all know I worked at a daycare, and here's the thing: it's certain learning ways that we have so many different learning styles, right? And in this particular way, we were not allowed to tell the child what not to wear and what to wear when it came to pretend play, make believe play, right? So the boy is only one boy in our class. What you think he's gonna do? He went for the dresses. You know who came through the door to see them in the dress? The
His father.
father.
Oh shit!
Mm.
He freaked out. It was a whole thing. And that boy, you would say he should have known better, but he didn't see any sexist thing. He didn't see any separation. He saw his friends that are mostly little girls wearing a dress. He wanted to wear a dress. We're talking about a 4-year-old. He wanted to join in. In order to join in, the girl said, "Nope, you got to wear the dress. We're playing princess. You're not a princess." He's like, "There's no prince clothes, so I'm gonna be a princess." That was his logic. His father came in and took all of our heads off. So yeah, to have a talk is, I've been a little traumatized when it comes to parents. And rightfully so, because whatever how they want to set it up is how they want to set it up, even though you mean well. You just don't want to be mixed into that.
Question specifically.
Damn. See, and honestly, I feel like I hope I'm not cutting you off, Crystal. Um, I feel like the women will be easier to understand where you come from. The men, I feel like that's where like the fallback is going to be from because you know how, especially black men, you know how we be. Yo, I ain't with that gay shit, bro. He's like, as soon as you mention something gay, niggas get all big bad and hyper. Yo, hey, yo, I'm not with that gay shit, bro. Yo, go ahead with that. You know,
Hey, pause, nigga, pause.
I'm a pause. Yo, pause, nigga. What you doing? I, I, it be us brothers as well. White men, depends on who it is because like I've heard the gayest shit from the straightest of white men. For some reason,
They like penises.
they have a fascination of penises, and then they'll say "fuck my ass" and call me Susie. And this
Yeah,
I can't. Mm-mm.
I said
literally.
B knows. It's like yo. I'm pretty sure in the military we don't see some gay. I don't see some horrible stuff from white folks that
Story,
I'm like,
look, story time.
oh, oh, you want to hear? Hey, this is the funniest part. Like, one of the white boys, he liked to walk around butt naked in the Burnings. Burnings where we live at. So him, and I guess he had a pimple on his butt. So
Yo.
yeah, no, it gets funnier. He asked another white boy. He was like to look at the pimple on his butt to see what it looked like. So he was bent over and wow, like on fours,
On fours?
on all fours. And while the other dude was also on all fours, looking at the pimple on his butt. And two black dudes, they were AOs because we was living in the burning where the AOs had to like come through, and and they were black. And like I'm in a lounge area where we in the TV. I just see these two black dudes just walk down, and all I hear is, "Nigga, what the fuck?" and, and as soon as they go through and then they come back, they got to go back upstairs. They looked at him, and the white person said, "Hey, it's not gay on the way," and then and the two black people walk back up.
That sounds like a skit. I kid you the fuck not.
I swear to God, that shit was real. That's why I tell people, like, I've seen that some of the gayest shit I've seen is from straight white men. I don't get it, but I just they're more comfortable with their. I don't know if it's comfortability or they just like because black people, we have a bubble, we and but white people, they're very very comfortable with invading your bubble. They do not give a fuck. So it's just one of those things where I'm just looking at it. Like, I just like I got it, I got used to it. Let's just say that I just got used to it. Even though I had to tell a couple white people, yo, you're in my bubble. It's like,
Wait, I think also black people, when they, especially being from the military, they get to being a little weird too. Like after you've been on a boat for too long, you get to start doing things that's a little weird. I'm like, that's great. That's suspicious.
you're
Oh,
not wrong.
is there a LGBTQ pipeline in the military or something that we need to know about?
Only with the women.
I'm in the pipeline.
Yeah, but Dr. Umar said there's a
They
pipeline, so I'm using Dr. Umar's words. Is there a pipeline?
Look, all I can say is,
now at
if
first it was like don't ask, don't tell, or something like that. But
yeah, don't ask, don't
now you
tell.
can ask
Oh,
and tell.
that's
But now
gay.
but they used to be out here like grabbing each other thing. I'm like, bro, that's gay. What's got going on?
Let me tell you something. If it was, it'd be with the women because, like the deployment me and B went on, I swear to God, there was only two known lesbians I knew, and they sat in a specific table. Next thing you know, there was a whole table full of lesbians, and I think two of them turned most of them out.
It sounds no offense. It
Nigga,
sounds like
those
a
aren't
disease.
lesbians.
It sounds like a zombie.
Yeah, nah, that's not a lesbian. Those aren't lesbians. Those are witches.
Bro, I swear to you, and like B could attest to it. Some of them they had husbands, some had boyfriends, they had husbands, they had men they was fucking with before they got to. Next thing you know, they gay. And it's just like,
Nigga, that's a spirit.
I think it's
That's a spirit.
bi-curious. Yeah, I think a lot of women are bi-curious. And
That goes with what Mark was saying. Remember what Mark said, Ray?
yeah. What do you say? Women are like 10-20% gay and some shit.
Oh, he said all women on planet Earth are at least 10% gay. That's the default.
but I think in the military it's nothing really to stop you to be curious. If you're going to be curious, that's the best time to be curious because who's going to stop you? You're literally with other women 24/7.
Oh yeah, they be jumping. I be hearing the stories. I'm pretty sure B knows some of the stories. They be jumping into each other's racks. They be fucking each other. It's just like you. They be
I'm
doing
addicted to
some weird shit.
girls.
It's the girls.
I'm addicted to girls.
I
I'm
just
addicted to
don't.
girls.
I guess the only thing I don't get about the lesbianism is why use plastic if
You
you
funny
don't
as shit.
want to. No, I'm just saying, like you want the real thing, and you're lesbian, but you still go for a plastic dick. It kind of what's the point? If you like girls, why are you going for a plastic dick? But I digress. I get it.
Maybe they don't like flesh.
Not Crystal using a Kanye verse.
What?
Girls kissing girls because it's hot, right? But if they use a strap on, then they're not dykes. They ain't about that life. Ain't about that.
Everybody doing anything. I'm just saying, like, if you lesbian and you love women, why are we using dicks in any category? Like, anyway, I'm out.
Look, I'll take
You
that.
about to-
Y'all come at me. Y'all ain't gonna come at Chris. Y'all come at, if y'all send all your hate mail to me, I'll take it because I don't.
She said, "Why you sucking on plastic?"
I just want to know.
Nah, Crystal,
nah,
you just
nah.
reminded me of a meme that I was crying when I first saw it because this shit made me cry. And it said, how does it feel?" She said, "I don't know, my dick fake." And when I tell you, I looked at it and I laughed, and I was like laughing for 5 minutes to a point I couldn't breathe. And I was, oh man, oh shoot, any last
It's
words before?
like it's like a lesbian telling you to suck her dick, and then she pull out a strap on, and then you're just like, "Nigga, this is the fucking Twilight Zone." Because in what fucking world? And you just looking at her confused, like, "Are you dead ass?" And she's standing there looking down at you like as if she feeling this shit, she moaning. I'm like, "Why the fuck are you moaning?"
Look, every friend that I had that thought she was a lesbian in my early 20s done had babies, then got married, like, and don't get me started on the studs. Like, they be getting pregnant. Like, so it's a very confusing
Yeah.
time when I look out in the world and I see people who state that they're lesbian or a stud or whatever, and then 5 years later, the ones that are close to me that I had watched from high school to now are not whatever they thought they were. So yeah, all right, we'll keep repping that then.
Fucked around, got your boy pregnant.
Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Uh, Shout out to human sexuality, you freaky deaky motherfuckers.
Look,
I
and
don't care what nobody say. Human beings are freaky deaky motherfuckers.
Look, I'm gonna just end it with this. Look, like I said, I hope we get to a point where we can explain something to our children about this, and both parties can go, that's fair, because I understand both sides. Because I always said, because I know there's some people who's just like, I don't want the kids to get mind brainwashed by it, and I tell people all the time, I haven't seen gay shit all my life. Not once did I want to suck a dick. All right,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
yeah. To me, because even I say that's stupid. I was like, nigga, we done seen gay shit. Nigga, motherfucking Bugs Bunny used to cross dress all the fucking time and kiss Emerald Fudd. Not once did I want to kiss a fucking man. It was like, but
And then by that logic, look at all the gay kids that be watching straight shit every single day. Why aren't they straight?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that much. Like, you have to be in them channels to be seeing all that type of stuff.
I mean, it's like back then. I would say growing up back then, we didn't get it as much, but it was there. It was more or less. What's the word I'm looking for, Father? Subtle,
What?
subtle. Like you saw gay shit, but they wasn't really out here as gay shit. But you was just fucking.
It was veiled. It was veiled. Like it was there, but it wasn't out in the open.
Thank you. Like him for Powerpuff Girls, and what's his name? Jimmy from Ed, and Eddie, or Michael before he's fully Michael now in the Proud Family. Like it was like you were like, yeah, that nigga gay. You gay or Velma?
You want to know? No, you want to know who I thought was hella fucking gay? You remember fucking Rico from WWE?
Oh yeah,
that nigga.
And then you had Billy and Chuck.
Billy and Chuck, and then you had the Dicks. I remember that.
Oh shit. I remember that. It was like Billy and Chuck got into a wedding. It was like, we're not gay, bro.
We're not gay. And that shit was funny. All that shit was funny.
Oh man. That was the Billy and Chuck shit was hilarious. Alright. Okay. Yeah. But I hope we get to a point where we can explain both sides without really where both sides to go, okay, that's fair. That's all I asked for. Really, I don't ask for nothing else. On to our next topic. This came to us from Fada. Where's that? You just sent me this today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We got an old man in a Louis Vuitton suit. I think this is AI. I think at least the one on the left is AI, but let's see what the old head has to say.
I've tried every approach, and I'm 56 years old. The only thing that will save you young nickels is getting money.
I can't hear anything.
The respect you gonna have from your woman, even if she don't like your ass no more.
You're gonna have to turn your volume on, material.
Money, nigga. You can survive, you can leave, you can get a lawyer, you can start over, man. But you will be fucking respected, nigga. When you get some money, the final boss to this relationship shit is getting money. I'm telling you from a financial perspective, that's the only. I went religious, spiritual, taught theology. And the end of the movie, the final boss, nigga, is to get some money. If you ain't hear nothing today, I don't know who need to hear this, young nigga. You got to get some money.
Everybody heard that, right? Or do I have to?
I did.
I heard it.
Okay. What about you, B? Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it, but you can keep going.
Okay. The whole synopsis was he was telling young niggas to just get money. So he was telling young niggas to get money. He was like, the answer to all your problems is getting money. So Father sent this to me, so I come to Father first. How do you feel about this man's advice?
As a man, I see what he's saying, and I don't think he's 100% wrong, but I disagree, and I'm going to explain why. Elon Musk is probably the richest man on earth right now. But when you type in Elon Musk on Google, is that man respected? Yes or no?
I don't think he's respected.
Have you, bro? There's so many people that talk shit about that man. You feeling what I'm saying? There's people that shit on that, bro. Donald Trump, rich, has a lot of money.
I don't think they're looking for respect from anybody because they don't give a fuck about none of it.
But according to him, if you want respect, you got to get some money. I'm going based off what he said. You feel what I'm saying? So that right there cuts his argument. Just because you have money doesn't mean a motherfucker is going to respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another reason why I disagree is because if you put $10,000 on the table, it's not going to feed any families. It's not going to motherfucking build a house. It's just pieces of paper on the table, right? What isn't important is how much money you have. It's how much abundance you can spread with the resources that you have been given or in proximity to. And people fucking miss this because this society sit there and tells everybody, Jay had money. Jay had money. Well, look at the motherfuckers that had money, then the government shut down. Then what? They gonna get some more? Where? You feeling what I'm saying? Is the goal for everybody to have a full-time job and 3 side hustles? All 330 fucking million of us? We all got 2 jobs and 3 side hustles. And when one nigga makes money, another nigga loses money. Is that where we're at now? You feeling what I'm saying? So I just feel like he was just talking that shit because that's what he heard all of his life. Jay had money. You know what I'm saying? And you see his age group. You see that generation. All they want to do is accumulate wealth. You feeling what I'm saying? That's all they want to do is accumulate wealth because they lived at a time where your dollar could stretch very far. Bro, they used to live in a time where you could have one job and motherfucking finance a house. And we've been priced out of that in this generation. So it comes across as very tone deaf when he just sits there and it says, hey, young nigga, just had money. Because if that was truly the motherfucking solution, we have a whole bunch of Jay-Z's running around. But we don't. I wonder why. Because you live in a society that gatekeeps you from accessing real wealth. And when I mean real wealth, I'm not talking about being a motherfucking millionaire, right? Because you have to steal from a lot of motherfuckers to get there in the first place. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is the acquisition of it. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, just getting money is not a solution because even if you do have money, what you finna do with it? I got a whole bunch of money now. Now what? Do you want to end up like T-Pain? You feeling what I'm saying? Because T-Pain learned a very valuable lesson about just having money because he came from a background where he didn't have a lot of money. So when he had it, he was just spending that shit because it was so much money he couldn't really comprehend that this is still a finite resource. No matter how much you think you have, this is still a finite resource. And money is like water. If you pour all of the water out of the bucket, you're going to have to go to another source to put water back into the bucket. You feel what I'm saying? But if you pour that water into other mini buckets and then pour it back into the bucket, then you're always going to have some type of circulation going on. If you pour that bucket of water into another person's bucket of water, they can then pour it into another person's bucket of water. So it's supposed to what's it called? Multiply. You feel what I'm saying? It's supposed to go out and come in and go out and come in. It's not supposed to just be accumulation for accumulation's sake. Otherwise, it's going to be like just the show hoarders. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that show Hoarders where you see a whole bunch of the usually older that think that they have to save everything because they're in a perpetual state of crisis all of the time. This is not necessarily a, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this person is motherfucking crazy type shit. No, this person is actually dealing with an addiction. They're dealing with a psychological, you know what I'm saying, effect where they feel like if they do not hoard they do not hoard the materials that they're hoarding, something catastrophic is going to happen. You know, and you can even say that's the basis of the poverty mindset. So it's like the more you accumulate, fine, but what you do with that accumulation is really going to define whether you're just a nigga with a lot of money or you're actually a wealthy person. And I hope that makes sense. But yeah.
Material Life, do you would like to say something about this?
No, because I really didn't hear it. And I feel like this was like the same conversation. It feels like it's just a repeat, and repeat. You know what I mean? Like the same rhetoric is going on. You can tell people to go get jobs, go get money, go get this, go get that, and they just got more money and still broke. So it don't even matter.
Okay. Crystal, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna say is just looking at the man when he speaks. He reminds me of the guy from the Lucky Charms commercials. I So if you're giving me that vibe, I can't fuck with you. That's number one. You should know better, sir. Going up in the camera, talking about just get your money. What's the difference between you and a rapper? Like dead ass. Wanting money, talking about, yeah, no, sit your behind down because you ain't gonna be saying that when your ass is in a nursing home. Like chill with that. When you got respect, what else is there? I, it's more that you need in this world than respect. You need love. You need someone to celebrate with. Like a lot of human beings say, I don't need anybody but my money. And that's where a lot of motherfuckers go wrong. You could say that in your 20s. You could even say that in your 30s. Hitting 40s, 50s, 60s, and onward, your money you can't take with you to the other side. First and foremost, emotional connections is worth more than all the money in the fucking world. I've seen people with all this money and they still are suicidal. They still take their motherfucking life. So what are you talking about? What are you trying to teach young people? Because what you're teaching them is things that we should have already had a lesson in our 20s to realize no matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter. It's what you do with the fucking money. I'm just saying, like, when he came up on the camera, I know I'm not supposed to be so fucking judgmental, but I always look at the package that's delivering the message. And all I think of is Lucky Charms. And they've made movies about that nigga. So, yeah, I'm good.
Hearts, clothes, and horseshoes, clovers and balloons, pasta goes and rainbows, and the rainbow. Oh shit! When you said that, that's the first thing you said. Like, uh,
Nah,
oh
gold
man.
chain and shit, nigga.
um, well, as I can speak. They used to say all the time, money can't unlame a nigga. So, and I've actually seen that in person when dudes just getting money and they still kind of lame. So it was just like they thought that getting money would solve their problems, and people still wasn't checking them out. So I've seen that where it's just like, damn, the nigga, what he was trying to do he got, but it still didn't give him this a different result. And this, I don't know, this is one of those things where maybe it's just the back of my head when I look at stuff like this. I've always said I want to know what makes a girl go, mm. Like that feeling that they get where they see something that's attracted to them, and it pulls something out of them that you like. I don't want to say makes them lust for them, but it makes them highly attractive to where they just go, mm. It's just like that's what I'd be looking for in women. And the first time I've ever seen that was in high school, where it was just like they showed Ali versus Foreman. No, yeah, Ali versus George Foreman, and it was the Thriller in Manila. Thriller in Manila. Now, mind you, I was like in 10th grade, and this girl, she was like 11th or 12th grade, because it was like different grades was in there. And while we was watching that fight, I hear this girl go, mm, on this in the side on my right, and I look at it, and she was getting. I swear to God, she was getting turned on by Ali and Fraser. I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "I don't know what it is, but that shit turned me on." And I said, "These two."
Wow.
I was like, "These two niggas is in their 50 now." She said, "I don't give a damn. It's just something about two men fighting just turn her the fuck on." And I noticed like this different triggers for different women. Like what's the other one? 5 Heartbeats, where the nigga just hit that one note, and the girl was just digging in her,
Nigga,
digging in the
nigga,
chair.
she was melting in that
She was
motherfucking chair.
melting in that
She
chair.
melted.
Hold on, I'm gonna share. We got time. I'm pulling this shit up. Cause that girl, that's the look. I feel like a lot of dudes should be looking for. Uh, what makes your woman go there? Cause that steps in me. Cause that girl was just melting in that chair.
No. It takes more than love.
I didn't even recognize. Hold on. First off, the look at. I said
Wow.
only someone with charisma could do some shit like that. Look, you make an old woman just pop out of the seat like that. I know.
It takes more than love to be.
This is you sang with feeling.
To be.
Look. They all. I just realized they all like.
Look at the way she's grabbing the fucking chair.
I said this. I feel like I'm gonna be real. I feel like this is what most men want when they see a woman they like. I feel like this is how they want they woman to act around them. Just like this. Is a see how she digging in the chair and shit. Uh, just she just melted. Look at it. Look at it. She can't.
She can't even sit. She can't
even
sit.
She can't even sit. This is my favorite part of the movie. I'm sorry. I just wanted to play that. I didn't need an excuse to play that part.
Now you're gonna make me watch the damn movie all over again.
It's a good
and
movie.
he was my favorite. He was my favorite.
he was my favorite. He was my favorite too. And I was like, God, because my man Robert Townsend's brother, because he wasn't shit in that movie. That nigga wasn't shit. But the way she was digging in that couch, she could not sit, and she was just. Ooh, I feel like that's what a lot of men want from their woman. Maybe not visually, but at some point where you could just do that to a woman. I feel like that's what a lot of dudes. And sometimes money don't do that. Sometimes you don't know what it is that make them do that. Sometimes it's them being tall, or it's just like the way they speak. I know like some dudes with deep voice that just does something to a woman. We just go. It's just things like that. I feel like that's what you should be looking for in your woman. If you could make her do that, you basically got it in the palm of your hands. But I'm gonna leave it at that.
And I've seen bums. I've seen fucking bums pull women. You know what I'm saying? I've seen niggas that go to the club with a bus ticket pull women. You know what I'm saying? No, right? Because like I'm so tired of fucking loser ass niggas trying to make it seem like there's some type of cheat code, like in GTA 3, up left, A right, start. Like, no, nigga, you either got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? The drip is temporary, but the sauce is eternal.
Yes.
You feeling what I'm saying? So like you just ain't got that Riz, but here's the thing: Riz can be built. You feeling what I'm saying? You don't have to be a loser all your fucking life. Riz can be built. Bruh, Ray, you see me. Like, even the women that I was talking to, I did not have to have sex with any of them.
Right.
At all. All I had to do was open my mouth. And that was it.
Right. Some people got the words. Some people got the gift of gab.
Some people got the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas are just like Duke Dennis where they walk into a room and panties drop.
I don't know what that nigga just got it. I don't care.
That nigga just got it. And at that point, you can't even explain. Some niggas just got it, bruh. They just got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a female equivalent, a female equivalent to that, in my personal opinion, would be Ryan Destiny. She just got it. She just walk into a room and I'm like, I want to marry you. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, that's that aura. That's that aura. Like I said,
That's
got that aura and shit.
Yeah, that's that aura, and that's what I'm saying. And that brings me back to my point. This shit is spiritual. You feeling what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you was talking about them girls that got turned out, nigga. That ain't turned out. That's a spirit.
I mean, Ali is one of the biggest rizzers I know. Ali had that riz. So
Ali had that riz, and you want to know what? Like, it was his gift of gab, but it was just the way that he composed himself. Every time you saw him, he had a suit on. He stand up straight. He don't slouch. He look you dead in your eye when he speak to you. You could tell he was a man that was inspired just by living the type of life that he was living, and it inspired other people. That's why we still evoke Ali's name to this day. It's not the person, it's the energy.
And you know what? I feel like that's why a lot of us like wrestling.
Like, yeah.
I use Ric Flair. Ric Flair, that man can talk. And he had all the girls, especially all them white women. He's like he was not playing when it came to them. Them girls used to melt over there. I seen some old Shawn Michaels too, but some of them dudes, they had it where it's just like women look at them and they just melt.
Yeah, big fact. But you want to know what else, Ray? The thing about wrestling too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell, bro, these people are, you know what I'm saying? It's a showmanship thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, appearances is very, very, very important when it comes to wrestling. That's why you know me, I'm a big stickler for entrance music, for motherfucking the look of the wrestler. I'm a stickler for all of that shit. Because if you look whack to me, I don't care how good you are in the ring. You look whack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's very important. And I feel like that's why WWE is especially difficult to thrive in, because you need to have both the athletic ability and the showmanship. You know what I'm saying? You need to be a Shawn Michaels or a Dolph Ziggler or a Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying?
Little sister loves herself some Roman. She calls her a baby daddy. She loves herself some
Roman. And the nigga don't even have to do anything.
Roman didn't speak at all. She said, "Who is that?" I was like,
"Here we go."
I said, "That's Roman Reigns." He was like, "Yeah." It's like she turned the whole '90s black man. He is full. I said, "Oh, really?" Yeah, that's my baby daddy right there. I was like, "Yo, go ahead." But
nah, you right about that, because that was my reaction when I was watching Bad Girls Club for the first time. I was watching Bad Girls Club, bruh. I forgot what season it was. It was some beautiful dark-skinned black woman, and the show is ratchet as fuck. But I was like, "Who is that?" I swear to God, that woman was too fucking beautiful, bruh. And I started watching Bad Girls Club. I watched every single season. That shit is basically female WWE.
I've been seeing it for like bro, yo, father, I'm about to sooner or later I'm gonna make this video about WWE. I mean, baddies is ratchet women's WWE, and like I'm gonna make that video now. I need to make that video because I've been saying that shit for the longest.
Yeah, we can make that shit together. Yeah. Fuck it.
That's it. But any last words before we move on to our next topic?
You just ain't got it. You ain't him. I'm sorry.
I'm just a second.
But it can be built. Okay? And I'm not, and like, I don't want to come across like I'm anti-money, because I'm not. Get your fucking coins. But Just because you have coins doesn't mean that you are a wealthy person. It doesn't, and it never will. Stop thinking money makes you a wealthy person, because it does not. Dummy.
It's just that he's older and he should know better. Like, I could tell he's older. You know what I mean? And if you're telling these young men to go and get a woman that's strictly materialistic, the same way you get her is the same way you can lose her. And a lot of people got money out here in these streets. So yeah, if she can be taken because of money and you basically want that respect from her and all, she's only respecting you because of money. Once you don't have it, then what?
Then what? Dummy.
And he's telling the young guys this, like, no, sir, take several fucking seats because you're setting them up for failure. They're already, look at the dating scene already. They don't need any more bad talk from people that think that putting a gold chain. I'll shut up. I'm out.
Yeah, no, you was going in.
I love it. This is kind of a do you care, but I still think we can get something out of it though. Have y'all ever heard this talk about people thinking about changing the age of consent to 25 because of the whole frontal lobe theory?
No, that's the first time I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, hold on, let me, because I have a video for that, but it's more. This is more or less a response, but I don't know. This was just. Let me just play this video. Because I guess someone was replying ATO shouldn't even be adults. So, but here we go. I think I'm at the beginning.
For the men, what would you think about the age of consent being raised to 25 instead of 18? Because 25 is when the brain fully forms. What are your thoughts on that?
What do we think? Well, we're all for it, but with a couple of misunderstandings. Because if you're going to make the argument that women are not mature enough to give consent until they're 25, then you're also going to have to agree that that should apply in other areas as well. For example, first off, if you're not adult enough to give consent until you're 25, then you'd also have to agree that the drinking and smoking age needs to be raised to 25 for women. Oh, and all those tattoos and septum piercings? Yeah, they're going to have to wait on them, too. And since you're not mature enough to give consent, you're also not mature enough to make decisions over your own health or body, which means no more sex change operations or boob jobs until you're 25 either. Not to mention, if your brain isn't fully developed, then you shouldn't be allowed to enter into contracts until you're 25. So that means no loans, no mortgages, no rental agreements, no credit cards, and no getting married. I mean, the list on that one is endless, so good luck being strong and independent. See, y'all didn't think this through before you started making this argument, did you? Which, funnily enough, proves your point, doesn't it? I mean, we all know you want to cherry pick where maturity begins and ends to suit your demonization and hatred of men, which is why you actually do want to raise the age of consent to 25 for sex, but not anything else. Because the real reason you want to do it is so you can have more men sent to prison for R or SA. Because again, you like to cherry pick, which is why you also believe that only women have to give consent, never men, or even young boys. It's why y'all never hold those female teachers, the ones who are molesting their young male students, accountable. Because in your mind, those boys, even one as young as 8 years old, wanted it, and thus, wait for it, consented. So sure, go ahead. Let's raise the age of consent to 25 for women. But understand, if your argument is because your brain isn't developed enough yet to give it till then, it's going to have to apply everywhere, not just to the certain things that fit your feels.
Question specifically for the men.
Thoughts?
I feel like everything he said was a fucking reach and did not actually talk about the point that she made.
I heard you.
I felt like
Question specifically for the men. What would you think?
Go ahead.
That nigga was projecting his motherfucking asshole. I don't think he listened to a word she said. Because nothing he said had nothing to do with what she said. Like, at all. You want the consent of age to be raised because you don't want to be held accountable for this and that. And if you gonna do that, then we gonna have to raise the consent of drinking and smoking. We gonna have to raise the consent of getting tampons at the store. Like, what are you talking about? That had nothing to do with what she was talking about. I mean, and to address her actual point, I don't think it's gonna matter whether you raise it or not because there's some sick motherfuckers that don't care. They don't like they don't care about no age of consent. The only reason why we have an age of consent in the first place is because culturally, there's so many different cultures that don't, that have it either younger or older, depending on, the customs and the practice and shit like that. So for a legalized framework, you know what I'm saying? They have to put it at an age where, someone of sound mind can make a rational decision. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if that age is 16 or 17 or whatever, that also gives an edge to people who want to be predatory. Because you could be 42, and if the age of consent is 16, well, the age of consent is 16, right? Doesn't make it right, but legally, they're not doing anything wrong. So it's a slippery ass slope. I don't know why the fuck he even, bruh. He kind of pissed me off. It literally had nothing to do with what she said. He just went on a "I hate women" rant. That's all it was.
That's all. Okay. All right. B, what about you?
I think he was speaking on don't just request for one thing, align it with everything. So that's what he was going on. He wasn't just speaking on the fact that she wants to just raise the consent for sexual, but he said get it all the way up there from everything. Let's bring it all. Since you claim women they can't, their brain isn't fully developed at 18. They got to be 25. Also, they should still have legal rights to their child until 25. That means medical decisions. That means everything else. But my thing is like, what does it matter to him? Like, sir, you look like you're in your deep 80s. I don't understand why you chose to want to react to that video. Because it's getting weird. The fact that he's so old reacting to a video about someone requesting consent to be raised to the age of 25 instead of 18, sir. Are you dating a little 18-year-old right now?
Ain't that the question?
You got.
Sir, what are you hiding?
Serious, because I'm like, why are you even reacting to this video? Like, dude, your age class is in the 40s and 50s. Like, there's no reason you're talking to a 25-year-old when you look like you're damn near 90.
Don't hurt.
I just felt like he turned on the camera because he saw a woman say something he didn't like.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him too much. Don't hurt him. Crystal, you have anything to say?
He was giving me Hulk Hogan vibes. He just didn't have the snack in his fucking hand. So, at the end of the fucking day, all I can say about this man responding to everything that a woman was saying that to protect her mental health, because I talked about this time and time again. Women in general, we like to have fun, okay? We do stupid shit. And you know what? In age, you would think that, okay, by 25, you're going to do stupid shit. We do stupid shit all the fucking time. But at least at age 25, right? we have more life experience. I feel like so I'm going to just give a little story. When I turned 18, I felt like the world was on me. I felt like I had to make adult decisions. I had to sign contracts without being taught how to read them. So by the age of 25, if you could get more life experiences and be protected by the law, okay, if you sign this, this means this. If you sign this loan, this is what it means. And be protected in that way. I think that's a good thing. It was nothing that the girl said that was bad because let's face it, yes, the brain develops really at age 22, but if they're saying 25 for the women and 22 for the guys, I don't know which one it is, but it is offset a little bit. I'm all for it because for any woman, and even the guys, but for any woman, when you turn 18, I don't know about anybody else, but it is an anxiety that is brought on. And when you got these grown ass men in their 40s, late 30s, 50s coming at you, and you're 18, you will feel like you have to come up to adulthood very fast. You can't be weird about it. You know what I'm saying? You're stuck between being a young adult, going into true womanhood, and dealing with these grown ass men that the minute you turn 18, it's like a dog with a bone. They don't give you a chance to breathe because now they know it's legalized. So, but yeah, he was very condescending, narcissistic. And the way that he said, "Oh, I guess you didn't think about that, huh?" Like, what are you doing, sir? Why are you
Like,
trying to
nigga,
pick a fight with a girl that looks like she's 17?
I will smack you in the back of the head. Like, stop.
He's really sat there. Now the thing is would he do that if her dad was sitting right next to her while she's stating, "Hey, I think this should be a rule"? Because how many times have we seen celebrities as soon as they turn 18, everybody is like plastered. Oh, I like how she looks. You know, as soon as she turned the cash me outside
Yep.
girl, as soon as she turned 18, can her boobs develop fully before y'all motherfuckers is taking pics and going to her OnlyFans page and shit like that? It's like
Kylie
a
Jenner,
flower
too.
blooming. Yeah. Huh. It's like a flower blooming, and before it can fully bloom, y'all picking at the fucking petals and trying to figure out, hey, why does it smell like this? Why does it look like this? Why is it not fully bloomed yet? You picked it just as it was about to stretch out his arms and get to know itself. And then by the time the girl turns 20, 30s and she's getting married at all these young ages, she's trying to figure out, do I want to really do this? Yeah, people change every 2 years, even in a relationship. And what's funny is you got to keep loving the person with their changes, and I got to keep loving you, and y'all got to keep choosing each other. What do you think about an 18-year-old? She just turned fucking 18. So for that young girl to come up with that plan as a protection, not so because men are getting. Can we agree that men are still getting arrested whether the person is 18 or not?
Yep.
Based off of lies that some women put out there. So he was trying to make it seem, so that we can get arrested. It sounds, sir, like you want to date an 18-year-old or a person that just turned 18, and now you got to wait longer. That's what he's really angry about. If they passed this law, he would have to wait longer. You could tell a predator when you see it. Just from his actions. Oh, so you can throw us in jail. Why are you thinking about that? That is the last thing that anybody would think about when it comes to protecting women's choices because the brain's not fully developed. She made a legit, reasonable statement. And yes, you will have to raise a lot of other things, but for him to be so angry, it seems like that plan being put out there is foiling his plan to be a predator. And it is what it is.
I think all of y'all. I love all of y'all answers. Just so I can say this, I love all of y'all answers. By the way, they're all great answers. I wasn't expecting Father to get triggered though, but I love all of y'all answers. So.
Wouldn't even really say I got triggered. It was just, nigga, I see your game. I see you. You do know I can see you, right?
Where are my gifs?
I see you, nigga. I see you. If I don't know if this works in this type of, but I'm gonna quote Riley from the Boondocks. If I see piss, I move. She's so pissed, she stay. So this is like I this is where I'm gonna try to say this is because as a man that like older women anyway, so this don't even pertain to me. I've always said that the age I've always said the age of consent should be 18 because that's when you're an adult, and then when you're an adult, you know that's when you're making adult decisions. I understand that some people
Ooh,
don't. I understand the brain doesn't fully form till 25. I do get it, but also we joined the I, we I joined the military at 20. Most people they know how to drive at 16. Most people we drink at 21. So it's just like, and I understand people can get manipulated, and I understand some things could be very to where it sounds iffy and it sounds what's the word coerced. So I get you put everything in it. That's why I said when it comes to stuff like this, it's not the black and white that gets you in trouble. It's more or less of the gray area because for some people this is one way, and another people this is another way. So it's just like if it's not fully recognized, what do you call it? And then people got opinions on it. He did. I ain't gonna lie to you. He did kind of sound predatory, but I do understand what he was trying to say, especially with the you might have to raise everything else, or like because I will say this. And again, I understand coercion is a thing. I understand manipulation is a thing. I understand hell, even pimping, because even with pimping, people pimp. But I feel like at least at 18, you should be knowledgeable enough to know that you want to be with this person or not. And I understand like I said, it's the gray area that always gets people. To me, it's always the gray area that gets people in trouble because if she says no and he takes advantage of it anyway, we all know that's the R word or sexual assault. So he's gonna go to jail. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. That's the black and white. But the gray area is more or less like both of y'all are at a party. Both of y'all over 21. Both of y'all at a party. Yeah, both of y'all 21. Both of y'all have drinks and alcohol. And if y'all consent to sex and she regrets it the next day, even though like both of y'all was fully drinking, she wasn't aware enough to know that she was having sex. So it's still the man's fault, which a lot of men fight that. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, where does the line go, and where do we admit that? Where do we kind of consider that as or a sexual assault or whatever it is? So I've always said it should be 18 in all 50 states. That's I've been on that for like the longest because I know some states is 16, some 17. I think one of them was like 15 or 14, and in other countries it's like 13.
Japan.
Japan, yeah, Japan is like 13 or 14. So you think we're bad? Go to other countries. It's just like it's woof. And I also know it's like I say this all the time, but I guess this doesn't mean anything now because I used to say that back 100 years ago, the life expectancy of a man was like what late 40s. It was like late 40s, and now we done like double the ages of the life expectancy. So I guess people living past 60. I know my grandparents they're like 80 and 90. They're still living to this day. So as things evolve, so shall the rules. So I wouldn't say 25. If you said 21, I wouldn't mind that either. But I was like 18. Since you're considered an adult at 18, 18 should be the law. That's why I feel about that.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I feel like that's society's fault. I feel like that's this society's fault. I don't think we should individualize it. You feeling what I'm saying? I don't think that we should have this mentality to where we see isolated cases and then we make judgments based on those isolated cases. I think what you're explaining, Ray, is a societal issue. I think the United States of America is very, very, very degenerate when it comes to sex.
I
You feeling
agree
what I'm
with you.
saying? Because we use it for business. You feeling what I'm saying? Look at sex symbols and shit like that, like sex sells. You feeling what I'm saying? So I feel like with that type of mentality, we objectify women, we objectify men, especially black men. Especially when it comes to the bedroom, we're a fantasy, we're a fetish. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with that type of objectification of the human body in a capitalistic society, that's where a lot of this nonsense is coming from. And that's why you get a lot of those cases where the lines are fucking blurred. You feeling what I'm saying? Because this fucking culture is degenerate. You feeling what I'm saying? Like it just is. And like even when we talk about pornography, right?
Hmm.
Even when we talk about pornography, you notice it's always two extremes. It's either we ban it all altogether, or you know what I'm saying, we let it rock.
Right.
You feeling what I'm saying? Like regulation. I mean, porn is already regulated. You know what I'm saying? You have to be at least 18 in order to perform. A lot of them a lot of them go for like drug tests, but sometimes a lot of them don't go for drug tests because if they know that if the agency finds out, that's they ass. You feeling what I'm saying? So like there are ways to regulate this shit. There are ways to ensure that accountability is the priority when it comes to sexual encounters. But because of the state of this, basically, we all gonna have to take a good look at ourselves and have a real serious motherfucking conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a very serious conversation, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a very effective one because just like I said about look at the conversation about mental health. You know what I'm saying? What do I always say? America does not give a fuck about no motherfucking mental health.
Yep.
It never has. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the same way for this kind of topic. No motherfuckers ain't giving a fuck about none of that shit. They just want to get they shit wet and call it a day. So it's like we can have these serious conversations, but it's going to be very few people that actually can have that conversation. And I'm going to take it a step further. Most of them are going to be women. They're not going to be men because men benefit way too much. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Men benefit way too much. And that's not accounting the fact that, yeah, some women do lie. You feel what I'm saying? But, bro, it's less than 5%. So if we're going to be serious and actually advocate for a safer way for us to have these sexual encounters and shit like that, and knowing the signs and stuff like that, a lot of shit in the society needs to change.
Which I have also said. I said we should take some of our old laws and just evolve it into something that works for modern day. What what Dave Chappelle say? Modern problems offers modern solutions, like that.
Yeah,
So that.
that
But
shit.
you also fail to realize it's some people in their deep 40s still making dumb decisions.
Yes.
I agree.
That's 18. That's beyond developed. It's like this their second time around. And some people, 90, still making dumb decisions. So, each person is different. Some people make one dumb decision and then they make a second dumb decision that looks just like the last one they made. And it's like, bro, did you not learn? Um, we can keep throwing out numbers out there. Reality is different. So I say keep it at 18, but even still, even 18-year-olds make dumb decisions. We can turn it to 25 and they still make a dumb decision. We can even take it all the way up to 90 and there'll still be some dumb decisions made. Some people just don't want to think no more.
Okay. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
As above, so
Yeah.
below.
All I'm going to say is that you're right. Ray, when you had brought up the fact that in other countries the dating is much lower, you are correct. I just when I'm talking about these rules, um, and you're right, 25 is long. I just want a buffer for people that have anxiety turning 18 and thinking that they have to make all these adult decisions. And, you know, people love to take advantage of the people that act grown, but they really ain't. They're still trying to figure out life. But yeah, I feel like America, when it comes to the dating scene, it's a lot of perversion more so than love. Um, just like, with whining. Do you guys know what whining is?
I know.
Well, they call it twerking out here, but what we do in the Caribbean is totally not twerking. We actually move our hips in an artistic way.
Mm.
Um, and when I would do it out here, if I have an American friend, they would be like, they would see it as a vulgar dance. And we would do these dances since age 5. We have dance parties and stuff. But the way that they would look at it out here, the men would look at us like we're grown. When we're 10, 11, we have our wine and circles, our dance halls and stuff like that. The only time I feel comfortable is around the culture that knows what whining is, right? Versus when I go back home to my dad's island, we walking up and whining and doing all the what you call it, gyrating. but but
She's twerking, Michael. She's twerking.
right. So,
What Cicely Tyson
but
say? Gyrating.
Gyrating all over the place and on this land.
oh my god. And the men out there, they would dance, but they would know like their limitations. They would go with their age group to wine, and the guys that was my age group would come and whine on me, and nobody saw any vulgarness to it. But out here, it's totally different. So I would say, yeah, the dating scene, because my grandma was like looking at me like, why are you not dating someone way older than you? What is wrong with you? And that's the culture she comes from. That's the era she comes from. They used to date what, 10 years, a decade older, or and I think that generation was much more mature and they didn't look at things as perverted as it is now. So yeah. But this should be an interesting. If they pass that, I don't know.
Crystal.
Wait, no, because you just said something very interesting.
Hold on, let me say something real quick. We acting like it's our parents' age, but we was in elementary school and grown adults was dating kids. Like, we can't act like it was just our parent age. It's now see it as weird. But when we were kids, it was normal. These kids now are like, that's rape, that's sexual assault. But back in the days, that was like normal behavior when we was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, everybody had that weird uncle. It's so weird because it's like, these are things that we didn't think was weird until now that, more education is being put out and stuff. And it's like, that make it weird. Auntie, we didn't say she was gay, but she knew she was gay. And you're like, yeah, she was weird.
Like for instance, and I'm not putting down America. America is a diverse race of people with a diverse race of culture. But I would say like places in Africa, the boys there are very mature. They know what providing for a woman is, and the women are mature as well in a way that nothing is really taboo when it comes down to nurturing their man. It's not an if and or but, they just do it. It's like second nature to them. So every country has a certain survival skill when it comes to dating, and the age doesn't really matter as much as it does here because I feel majority of people are perverts. It is what it is, man. The guy just he screamed predator. I'm sorry. He just I just have a thing where I can look at people and I see what I see and give it some years or a couple of months and I'm always right. And it freaks me the hell out. So when I heard him talking, I'm like, I'm not gonna put those rules to what just came out of his mouth. I'm gonna go with the girl.
I did think you said something interesting about age psychology and how like back in the day, even as teenagers, like our parents' time, they were a lot more mature. Like even to the point, like you know that saying where it's like you see a picture of high schoolers in like 1984 and everyone looks like they can pay a fucking mortgage and these
Yep.
motherfuckers are like 16, 17 years old. Yeah, it's that type of thing. So so when you said that, I'm like, has modernity made us infantilized? You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense
Mhm.
that you know we have iPhones, we have all of this technology, we have all of this globalization and stuff like that. So technically, we don't have to grow up in a
That
way.
yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like in the sense that, hey, yeah, I mean, I'm an adult in you know, I'm an adult in reality. You know what I'm saying? I may be 30, 40 years old, but bro, like 40-year-olds nowadays look like 20-year-olds,
Yeah,
especially the
yeah.
black ones.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, has modernity made us a little bit more infantilized in the sense that we can kind of delay that aging process on a mental framework? Because physically it's there, you know what I'm saying? But mentally, we like a lot of us still act like we're in high school, but not like in a bad way, but like in a energetic kind of way. Like you 40 and you can still twerk with 20-year-olds. That would have never happened back in the 80s.
No,
You know
it
what I'm
would
saying?
not.
Like that so
Nope.
so yeah, that shit is so interesting to me. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's like I think modernity and just having access to different cultures on the internet and stuff like that has made us like think younger, or like it delayed the aging process mentally.
I always said it was the dancehall craze of the mid 2000s. Blame Sean Paul
And Elephant Man
and Elephant Man. Everybody thought they was Jamaican. Everybody
Yeah. Roddy boss. I cannot.
and Shaggy.
and Shaggy.
Shaggy did irreparable damage.
Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. That's my
And
shit.
Wayne Wonder.
That is my shit.
And fucking Buju Banton.
And Buju Banton. Oh man, what an era!
Shout out to Shabba
Shaggy,
Ranks.
it wasn't me. Had us all in the chokehold. It was like what's his name? R. Kelly's in the closet. That it wasn't me red-handed. We was all lying for no reason, and we was single. This don't make no sense.
Now I know I knew that song was good because it was one of Michael Jackson's favorite songs.
What?
Nah, dead ass. As a matter of fact, he loved
Wow.
that song so much he personally invited Shaggy to his 20th anniversary concert back in 2001.
Wow. I never knew that.
I had the VHS for it. That's how I knew.
That's big. That's
They play
big.
that song so much.
Any last words before we move on to?
Nah,
uh
we good. We good. That nigga was tripping though. He need to take a chill pill.
Okay. All right. This is another. Do you care? I just find this funny. I don't believe it, but I find this one funny. Do you do you care that allegedly they're saying in the files that Donald Trump was giving Bill Clinton a blowjob?
The Bubba.
The Bubba. I tell everybody because we don't care. We don't even think this is true. It's just funny as hell. Yeah.
Nah, it's true. It's not fake news. It's true.
Oh, you think? Oh, you think he actually gave it?
I don't think. It's true.
It's true. We gonna
It's
go.
true.
It's damn true. We gonna go to Curtis.
It's true. It happened.
Yo,
Who's
someone
gonna
say.
tell me I'm wrong?
Yo, someone say. Yo, let me find out. Donald Trump gave Bill Clinton the neck that Charlie Kirk didn't get.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo, black people, we don't care. I, I'm,
That's
t-
hilarious.
I'm telling you, it's like when I heard it, I said, "This is one of those things. It's just gonna be fun. It's just gonna be a running joke for a while." It's said people gonna get this shit up. I said, "Don't tell black people this. We gonna run with this shit."
And lo and behold,
Oh shit! All right, then we get on to our last topic, and I'm glad Crystal's here because this is something that she has always talked about. How like black women really don't be getting the fair shakes in fucking when it comes to like nurses and hospitals and shit. So, yeah, I've heard about the story about the lady that was it was out in Texas. She was having a baby, and the white lady was still trying to get her information,
yeah, she was sitting there in the fucking
and she
computer
was
trying
sitting
to
there in a
get the
wheelchair,
information.
and then like 12 minutes later, she had a baby. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know
Yep,
this
I heard
story.
about that.
Yeah. Okay. So for those that don't know, I'm gonna just play this video. We're gonna get our thoughts.
10 years old due to medical malpractice while she was pregnant with a set of twins. She walked into a hospital and never returned home to her children. When I saw the video of this white nurse ignoring the pain of this woman that is clearly in labor, in active labor, I was absolutely disgusted. Not only was that sister's information already in the system because she was due to be induced that day, but this nurse, who people have identified as LaCrista Vaughn, nonchalantly handled this woman during this emergency, to which she literally delivered her son 12 minutes after. And for those who say that this is not about race, it is always about race, especially when it comes to black people and especially when it comes to black women in the medical system. The maternal mortality for black women is 10 times higher than any other demographic in the United States of America. There are still racial biases that assumes that black people can handle a higher threshold of pain to where we are not tended to, nor giving the proper care or medication to mitigate that pain. This book by Harriet A. Washington called Medical Apartheid literally details the history of medical experimentation on Black Americans in the United States. It also talk about how a lot of gynecological practices and advancements were as a result of testing Black women's bodies without medication or anesthesia. For me, it is not enough that LaCrista Vaughn loses her job. But white folks, it is time for y'all to stand up and stand within the gaps because black folks have been yelling into the void. It is evident that our screams, our cries, our hurt goes unheard. Y'all have the opportunity to actually advocate and stand up against things that are blatantly wrong and racist. Do something.
And I come to the panel. Anybody, whoever want to start, they can start. Thoughts?
Let's say,
Okay. Is there a
unfortunately,
video of like? Is there a video of like the situation? Because like
Uh,
like
yeah. Let me find it.
I don't know if you're talking about it, but at the end of the day, she still has to register her, and that baby needs to get registered.
No, she was already. She was supposed to be induced that day. That's the point. Like they already had her information. Like
Yeah,
because she was supposed to be. She was. I think she was going to be. That was her due date, and the fact that they was doing that and not having the information. But I'll
is
look for
that
the
the
video though.
check-in nurse? Is that the check-in nurse? Like, because when you first get into the hospital, you have a check-in nurse that is sit there, and that's all her job is to do is to check you in.
Oh no, that was not the I don't believe that was a registrar. Those are the ones that check you in. Usually, because I started as a registrar, so usually we'll check that person in. But if it's serious enough, we're supposed to get that person and put them in the back. And if there's no what you call it rooms, they'll sit next to the nurse. So that's what I mean. If if the video pulls up that he pulls up, and you'll see like the lady there, and then the woman that's in labor in excruciating pain, and she's not even looking at her. So you'll see the difference. Because with registers, we're not supposed to have anyone in the back with us. But nurses, sometimes they'll pull that patient right next to them because it's serious enough for that.
Yeah, this is one of them. There was another one too, but this is one of them.
Yes. Are you able to call the anesthesiologist? Someone is coming to take you to labor and delivery. That's not what I asked. I cannot know.
That was one of them. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, she's definitely in labor and like just no reaction.
Next to her, I'm so confused. Let me find the video myself.
What exactly are you looking for?
I don't know if it was like the lady was
You're very muffled.
no sense. It just seems like the lady was just there next to the nurse. Like, was they checking in? Like, what was going on? Like, I'm so confused.
You want to know what's so sad about this, Ray?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a second incident in Indiana.
Really?
Yes, same week. Shows staff at Franciscan Health Crown Point, Indiana, kicking out a pregnant Black woman in active labor, told her she was only 3 centimeters and sent her away. 8 minutes later, her husband delivered the baby in the car on the highway.
Yeah, this happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get a virus on my goddamn. Cause I don't know, because like I think by now, cause they like usually kind of like scrub the video, and you only get to the shoot. I'm still trying to find it for you, but yeah, go
I
ahead.
My thing is, first of all, there was a book written about this. It's called Medical Apartheid. That book is a very hard read. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a very difficult book to read because it lays out the context as to why Black women in particular are ignored when it comes to the medical you know what I'm saying, institution, especially in Western countries. Because it doesn't just happen in the US, happens in France, happens in the UK, right? So there is a deliberate undermining of the Black woman's pain in the medical industry, and it's systemic. You know what I'm saying? It's something that goes around only just because the institution in itself has been corrupted by eugenics, by racism, and by all of these other things, right? Um, by the way, the context video that you're trying to look for, you're probably not going to get it because it's been a few it's been some time since this video went out and became viral. So I doubt you're gonna find what you're looking for in that regard.
Yeah, that's what I
But
said. So this is about the closest you'll get right here.
yeah, exactly. Like that,
What I'm trying to tell y'all
that's
is
the context.
when you go into
Lang
the
is her
hospital
doctor.
as a pregnant mom and everything, these are things they probably when you go to your OBG, they tell you these parts you have to be a certain centimeters or they gonna send you back home. Like
Y'all treat all your patients like this,
like,
or just the Black ones?
when you have kids, it's when you like Crystal can tell you that there's certain things.
Go ahead, B. Go ahead.
When you get pregnant and then you go and you're due for delivery, your doctor, your OBGYN tells you a bunch of things prior to, like, you have to be a certain centimeter because then they don't want to hold up the bed and this and that. So they send you home. Like, this is not first. This is consistent. A lot of it's things that unless you've been at delivery for a child, these things probably new to y'all guys, but it's not new. These
I
are
still
probably
think
changes that need to be happened to the hospitals in general, for not just not feeling out one class or race, but in general for all pregnant women.
So the thing with this video, and I've seen this working with nurses, right? And my sister, she has 10 kids. Okay. And each time she's been to the doctor and she needed pain pills, they would not give it to her. Or when she tells me, yo, sis, they gave me this at 800 milligrams. I said, first of all, that's just going to go through your motherfucking kidneys. Tell them to put you on ABC. Okay. And when she would request it, they would try not to give her because they would say stuff like, oh, it didn't look like you were in pain. Oh, you didn't really say that your pain level was a 6. Well, let me tell you something. Once you say 5, you're supposed to get a different level of pain medication. And time again, she would have to call me. I would have to ask for their number so that I can report them and get give me that. Sorry. And get them, file a grievance report against them. Once I say, okay, I'm going to file a grievance report against you and whoever was in that room, then they want to help my sister out. And it should not be like that. And I feel like the woman, they're screaming at the top of her lungs being in labor. We are trained in the hospital that if that is happening, we have an extra room. We had room 11 at the time. 11 is where you have a situation where it's an emergency. It's an emergency. If all the rooms are packed, we either get that bed, put it in the hallway, and do what we need to do, or we'll have that room. And that woman just looked at her like she was fucking annoyed at this woman actually actively in pain. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've seen it time and time again, that look of, I wish she would shut up. She's dramatic because of the color of her fucking skin. And we would like to say, oh, it's not that. Yes, the fuck it is. I've seen it too many fucking times to say it isn't. So, and I think if the man was there, this would never fucking happen. If she had a man right next to her, because I've seen the women with the men and the women without, and how drastically they are treated. It's ridiculous at this point. But yeah, me looking at, if anybody was to just look at that video alone and they think of a perspective of optimistic, great. But personally, because I've been through too much fuckery in the hospital and working in the hospital, seeing certain things and people not acknowledging, okay, this is racism, okay, no, this is not racism. Majority of the time, it's because they feel that women of color are dramatic. And it happens too many times. And then the fact that we have the highest rate of Black women just dying, just giving birth, there's something really wrong with the care system. And it needs to be looked at with a fine tooth comb. But who's really going to do that and take it seriously? So now it's on a highlight. Now, I think the other story wouldn't even have came out where they found another situation. Unless if it wasn't for this woman, that story wouldn't even fucking exist. But now everybody's eyes is on, I wonder how many times they've ignored these women with delayed. Even me, personally, I could tell you my fucking story with the hospital system. I had to kick a nurse out of my fucking room because she kept trying to check for the head of the baby coming out. And let me tell you something, because I learned from my aunt who was a nurse how many times you're supposed to check for the opening. She was not supposed to come checking every fucking 5 minutes. I told this lady I was sore and she kept still trying to put her hand down there. And I said, look, I don't feel comfortable. Just check in the next 10 or 20 minutes. And she's like, oh, it's okay. And she still tried to. And I had to kick
Oh
her
my
off of
God.
me. I had to kick this woman off of me. Even my aunt said she was doing that just to show dominance. When I went to get up and pee, she tried to pin me down like with all her might. And that was the first incident. I said, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to lay down. You know, if you need help, tell us. And I understand that there's a safety precaution, but to pin me down and try to fight me in my own hospital bed, yeah, I kicked her out. They called security. And that experience for me was the first time I ever gave birth. That was my first child. And the reason she treated me up so is because not only was I having a child that was at a young age, she thought I had no one. I had no one in the hospital. I didn't have a man. I didn't have anything. He was at work. He didn't even know what the fuck was going on. So representation and support should be big, like they do in the Asian communities. I've never seen personally an Asian woman ever have to struggle in a hospital without the support of her family.
Damn.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy. The fact that she's forcing you, like physically, is fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, she said she would call security, and that would have caused them to say that I'm not well managed mentally to deal with a child, and they would have held my child at. I don't know how many times stories this came out. They've held people's children because, hey, I don't want my child to get a vaccination. Hey, I don't want you giving me shots. Hey, I don't want them to be on formula. They would say, okay, it looks like you don't know how to take care of your kid. We're going to call CPS and get you mentally evaluated. She was going there. That's why they kick her ass out.
That's why I think when it comes down to pick NICU and baby OBGYNs, the whole system needs to be evaluated. Like girl's incident, I don't know the whole gist of it, but he's not the first. There's millions of stories in all race, all states, all sizes, especially people that's bigger, that looks heavy set. They'll come in there and people don't believe that they're pregnant for real or that they might just be a tumor. So and then they tell you prior to until you're until the contractions is less than 5 minutes apart, then you come to the hospital. But if it's not 5 minutes or if your water breaks, then you come to the hospital. By that time, it's late. So there's rules that are given to you prior to you getting there. And does those rules correlate? Does it make sense? No. Especially when this is your first time. And in my opinion, if this isn't your first time, by the time your water breaks, your baby coming. Your body accustomed to this now.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 minutes apart, that's nothing. Especially if the hospital's far, and they will kick you out. They don't. You could be 1 second off. They will kick you out until you come back. Y'all, this is an uproar, but this is people who have kids. These are racists have dealt with hospitals and how they do it because they don't have enough.
And the thing is, empathy. I think that a lot of hospitals have gotten numb to how they're supposed to handle the situation. If you feel that a woman, no matter what race she is being dramatic, it might be her first time. It shouldn't be called dramatic. It should be called, okay, she's worried. Nobody,
shit hurts.
Right. She's worried, and that part. But what shouldn't happen. If they felt that she was overreacting or whatever the case is, and obviously she wasn't because she had her child. How long ago? After 20 minutes?
In
Yeah.
this story, it was 8 minutes. In the
Oh my
story that I
God.
put over here. 8 minutes later, after she was kicked out of the hospital, she gave birth in the highway.
Wow. Usually,
Which
even in
is
the
fucking
ER,
diabolical.
that's fucked up. They need to be sued, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we need to do more of that. But they should have her sit in the waiting room and keep an eye on her. That's typically what people who come to the ER with a lot of different symptoms have. If they don't want to be, if they're checked in and then we're like, okay, nothing's wrong with you. But if you want to stay in the waiting room for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we can recheck your blood pressure and see what's going on or whatever the case is. That's called empathy. We know there's nothing wrong with the person, right? But why would we say, oh, you can't be in the waiting room unless you're going to be seen? No, we actually give grace and say, okay, well, stay on this side so I know not to call you, and we'll check your blood pressure in 10 minutes. And then most of the time they leave, in order to say thank you for, letting me sit in the waiting room. You have to have grace with it and empathy. But as you can see in that photo, video, did she have empathy or did she look annoyed? Like, real talk.
Annoyed.
She looked fucking annoyed. The woman is yelling. And then in a soft tone, man, like she's at the mercy of this woman being nice to her. No, that's when a woman in that much pain, I'm surprised that she kept her composure, because I would have been tearing up everything in that fucking place. That's horrible.
And Crystal, you have a short window for epidural if you need it. The window is so small that it's not even a real window. It's like you have to wait for, and then by the time you hit the centimeter that you're supposed to wait until, and if you missed it, now you just got to go natural. You told me to wait. I told you I was ready 10 minutes ago.
I'm just glad. I'm hoping it was a vaginal birth, because can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? They got if an emergency happened and they had to cut her open. Not to be graphic. You can't have any anesthesia. Like, you're just gonna have to sew me back up.
Then they do on-site anesthesia, so it's like you don't get it in the back no more. You get it like as if when you go to the dentist and they do like those little wounds, they do exactly where line is gonna be. And your whole from the bottom of your foot down is numb. Not bottom of your foot, but like from your stomach all the way down is numb.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't feel nothing. You paralyzed. And
All right. Any last words before we get to our final thoughts?
Hold on. I just wanted to say, because I didn't want to interrupt the women, but I just wanted to say, first of all, Crystal took the words right out of my fucking mouth when she said she had no empathy, because I was just getting ready to say the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
nah, bro, this shit is traumatizing. This was a traumatizing ass video. That and the second one. Both of them, these are black women fucking screaming in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and seeing the, just seeing that reaction, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the fact that it's not once, but two videos that's circulating at the same time, bro. I remember a couple of years ago, it was a black woman that died because her pain was getting ignored. You feeling what I'm saying? So it's like, at what point, or is there going to be some kind of internal audit about how fucked up, you know what I'm saying, the medical industry is when it comes to cases like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly when is that time going to come? And even if, right, even if that black woman got the help that she deserved, how many other hospitals are there out there that's going to perpetuate that same nonsense? Because we've already there's so many people of family members of black women crashing out because they're not getting the help. You know what I'm saying? So I guess like my main thing is that the main thing that I'm trying to get across is, yo, no matter what, like this is why we gotta do for self, ultimately. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot more black women having midwives. I'm seeing a lot of black women have like home births and shit like that and doing it the traditional indigenous African way. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because to cope with the fact that there are still institutions that want to harm them. You feeling what I'm saying? And I feel like we saw it clear as day in both of the videos that you in the video that was shown and in the video that I put in the general chat. Like, I feel it, and like hearing Crystal's story, like, god damn, then you want to shoot somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're birthing life into the world. Does that not mean anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know this is America, so you're gonna tax the fuck out of that child when they grow up. But Jesus. Like, bro, I just feel like we should not be quiet when we see inhumanity. We should not be quiet, especially when it comes to our women, bro. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like if there's some shit to go to war about, it's this. Because now children are involved.
No, they don't. The birth and delivery costs about 20 to 40K.
Which is another issue.
That's why some people are going out of country to give birth to their kids. Because it's so expensive to give birth in America.
And other hospitals are luxurious. They don't look like a prison or feel like a prison or smell like one.
Yeah.
I hope we get, and since y'all done said everything, I'm gonna just say this. I hope we get to a point where a black woman, and she goes into the hospital and she tells you she's in labor, we don't treat her like some type of motherfucking crackhead on the street. We actually give her help. All right. Y'all done said everything. I don't need to say anything. Or pootie tang anybody. Shout out to Dion though. I miss him.
I mean, this is a kind of a heavy topic because my mom also had complications while she was pregnant. So, you know what I'm saying? They do hit a little bit close to home.
Yeah, I just don't like seeing black women in pain like that. That shit bothers me. So, but
No, that pain is something serious. Like, the way she yelling is light work compared to how that pain feels. And the longer it is, the worse it feels. Imagine your...
It's breaking up.
you breaking up, B. Dang, the pain was so bad.
And
5 minutes for the baby to get here, but the contractions can be 17 hours all night. And especially they got Braxton Hicks starting. Oh, I'm like, yeah, y'all got that. I ain't got it. And all that breathing technique they try to do, man, come get this kid off of me.
Okay.
With no epi, no, and just doing it natural and like she yelling is because I ain't never in my life felt something like that. I was like, and it's one thing if your leg chopped off, then you got that type. But that right there is like you actively moving, and that thing just it stopped you.
Oh man. All right. Now we on to our final thoughts. I want to start with you, Material Life. So, do you have any final thoughts, B? Material Life, you have any final thoughts?
Um, no. Um, well, I hope. I think I said that the government shutdown has ended, right? I think so. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ended, but there was a price.
There was. Well, I don't know because I don't be paying attention to what's going on because I'm feeling like they just playing with us. So I just at this point just mind my business because everybody playing with everybody in this government. So, what price? Oh,
The Democrats had to so right now, everybody's healthcare premiums are going the fuck up because the Democrats compromised on the Affordability Healthcare Act. So for example, if you were paying, let's say, like $200 for medical insurance, that shit probably 800 right now.
Mm,
That was the compromise.
that's not even an affordable healthcare act anymore. Jesus.
they lost the affordable health. Okay.
No, it's not that they lost it. It's just a lot of the funding got creased.
So where did the funding go?
What do you think? Take one good guess.
To a rich man's wallet.
Well, that's where it's always been going. Where did it go now?
I mean,
Let's not.
that's the Republican MO. We're gonna gut welfare, we're gonna cut SNAP benefits, and give it to fucking big corporations because they give us jobs.
They've been doing that. Like society been doing that. They send money overseas, send money here, send money there. So like, what's different this
It
time
still doesn't.
around?
It still doesn't make it less fucked up.
Yeah, but what is different this time around
There doesn't
than
need to be a
before?
difference, Material Life. It's still fucked up. It doesn't matter whether it's 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or 40 years ago. It's still fucked up. Your government should not do that. A government should not do that. Like, straight up. That's not what a government's supposed to do.
We know that's not what they're supposed to do, but they've been doing it, and
And it's still
regardless of
fucked up.
it's like exactly. So I'm like, so we waited all this time for what? Well, I didn't wait because
Neither did I.
government gave me not a single check.
Neither. Well, I mean, Trump said he's going to give us $2K.
When's that supposed to drop?
The premium.
When's that supposed to drop?
I don't know. Ask him. He's your president.
They all playing in our face.
I ain't vote for the nigga.
So,
3 more years. 3 more years.
It goes south.
Okay.
Now everybody.
Go ahead.
No, it wasn't my turn.
Okay. Material Life, are you done with your final thoughts?
yeah, that was it. I just wasn't sure if the government was back active or inactive. I don't know because I ain't seen nothing stop. Every building been open, so I don't know.
Okay. Crystal is on you.
All right. So now with all the chaos happening, now everybody knows to vote right next time. All right. Moving on. If you want to be seen early in the hospital, so you have chest pain once that is documented, and they want to pull certain stunts, because you're pregnant, you can sue for that. And that's a hefty fine on their end because they're supposed to do EKGs within a 10-minute time frame, and you will get a room to do that in. Just a little tidbit. And I'm guessing everybody just needs to focus on them. I know the hell we're living in based off of certain political moves that's being made is all a distraction. So keep in mind to get your money up. They're soon going to have like a 50-year loan that they're going to have for people who want to buy a house. All I'm saying is that it's a setup, but with all of America corporation has to give you, you have to know how to play the game. So if y'all are going to get a 50-year loan that you have to pay back, you want to do a step where you pay it back within 5 to 10 years. And the way that you do that is Caribbean style. You have everybody live in that house. You have everybody pay a certain amount. You rent it out and you keep it moving and make sure it's not a fucking itty bitty house where you don't even own the land. Get your ass a farm, get your ass an island, get something that is of wealth and then branch off. That's the only way you're going to deal with this newfound 50-year loan that they now have, that they don't even have to deal with credit because they're getting rid of that already. So just a little tidbit and gems to go by. And that's all I got to say. And I hope everybody have the best ending of New Year and begin in 2026 anew.
Okie dokie. All right.
Crazy work. Hold on. 50-year loan sounds crazy work. That's 50 years of interest rate you got to pay.
If you don't do it right. If you do it wrong, yeah, that's interest. But if you do it right, you're not going to have to pay back shite.
But let's be realistic. How many people really going to do it right?
Well,
people are struggling already.
That's because they're living on their own. So that's why I said do it Caribbean style. It's not any house in my family that we don't fully own because everybody is not about kicking people out at 18. If I have a husband, we're going to be living with our cousins, we're going to be living with our mom, dad, and everybody, and then branch off once that house is fully paid for and get another house and get another house. It's what we do, and that's how we have a lot of wealth in the family when we come to America. But if you living on your own and you're 18 or more and you want to live by yourself, kudos. You're definitely going to be paying that shit by yourself. And the interest rate is going to keep you in a chokehold.
Because people have 30 years on, and they could do it right, and they could finish it early and quick, but they don't. So when you hear somebody 50 years, you hear somebody 50 years, somebody's going to really go and keep paying the minimum balance.
Because they're paying about
and then they're not. It's because it's cheap. Oh, instead of paying $2,000 a month, you only got to pay, I don't know what, $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever. Like they're gonna pay the minimum balance, and they're gonna have more money to spend. Not just black people, white people, Asians. Like everybody gonna pay the minimum, and they thinking they winning, but like 50 years of interest is deep. Like, bruh.
That's for people who's dumb enough to go at it alone. And that's how they can keep a lot of people in the chokehold. They do that even now. When you own a house, right, and you won't fully pay it off, now not only do they have you in the grave as their slave, they have your whole family because people make decisions based off of emotions. Oh, I want to keep the house in the family. That was my mom's house. Guess what? Now you going to take over the loan. You don't want to lose the house or it's going to break up your family real bad. What I'm saying is 10 of y'all motherfuckers better be in that house and own that farmland and stuff. But if you're going to do it the dumb way that I keep seeing people do it and they can't get along with their own family members, you're going to be paying that until you're just going to be chilling with Beetlejuice talking about, I still got a mortgage. Yeah. So it's a setup, but only if you don't know how to play the game right. This is corporate America. You have to know how to play the game.
And it is a game.
about this. I thought it was a joke when I be seeing people talk about this 50-year loan, but I didn't realize this was really something somebody really. No, they wild for that.
I mean, it makes.
It's like,
I mean, it only makes sense to me because niggas are clamoring for McDonald's now.
Hmm.
Niggas is buy now, pay later, McDonald's and all this other shit. That's how I know that shit, you know,
doing
it was
that is
headed that way.
because more black people have bought into houses. Like, let's be honest. If society was how it was back then and black people didn't own a lot of property, black people didn't buying houses, they wouldn't be talking about no damn 50-year loan.
Yeah, but
they want to eat us up and keep us enslaved to them, because the same way is like whenever black people start to become the masses in a certain area, it's like, oh, they can't win. Let's continue to screw them over somewhere.
but look what it gets deeper. I want to say this: Mexicans, they stick together, right? You could agree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They all live in one house, right? So they kicked them out before they got the 50-year loan. Then they started picking up all the Caribbean people and the people from Africa. Now they got on 14th Street, picking up them in New York City. My people, they didn't let that shit happen. That's the New York City I fucking know. They chased ICE out of New York City, and I would have been right along with they ass, right? But you notice they did that first, then they introduced the 50-year loan. Because they know the first people that think like they know how to play the game, they have to kick those motherfuckers out.
Mm-hmm.
And who has bad credit? Is it the Caucasians mostly or the black people? So who are they advertising to? Really? Real talk.
Child, them poor white people.
They got farmland from way back when that they just let
they
grass
really
grow. They don't need
believe it. Like in their mind, they using the black people to really do this, but in reality, the people who won't be using that 50-year loan is them poor white people, because they want them all to buy little properties so they can buy all these damn bumfuck locations. Like, but they use black people as the headline, but in reality, we all know they ain't giving no black person a 50-year loan.
You'll be surprised.
They're gonna make sure we can't pay the damn. They're gonna make sure we stay 30. They might even bring it down to 15. So we could definitely lose the house because it's too expensive. And most black people living past 50, so they gonna still be around. The loan gonna be paid off. White people die early.
This is a society that'll rip off its left arm if it means black people won't have shit.
Okay. All right, Crystal.
White people.
You know,
like we all know this is just so the white people can buy houses. It ain't for us. But they're gonna use us, and we're gonna be the one, rallying behind it. And then when you go to the bank, they're like, "Oh hell no." The interest rate gonna be to the roof. Right? This is America's MO when it comes to black people. Like the same thing with the whole what's that movement called that they had when we found out that black people wasn't even getting the bulk of that movement.
No King's
DEI or whatever.
The No King's Movement.
Black Lives Matter.
That was all funded by white people. Make us look crazy. No, DEI, whatever. And then we realized, damn, black people wasn't even winning in that.
Oh, you talking
the
about
white
DEI.
folks, the gay folks, everybody else. Yeah. So it's like they use black people to be like these little leading powers of the movement, and then we realized in reality, child, black person ain't getting a single winning.
It's only because we're not playing the game right. And as harsh as that sounds, I see it time and time again.
Yeah.
I'm
So
talking
the
about
50-year loan, ain't no black person gonna get that 50-year loan. There's gonna be a bunch of white people in hillbilly stick towns getting the 50-year loan. So a majority of the white people can own property. So kids can, win. And then what they're gonna do? They're gonna give them 50-year loan, plus they're gonna put like insurance on it. So if they die, the loan gets completely paid off.
you'll be
So the
surprised.
kids,
They're
your
going to
kids
give the
is
50-year loan, but I want you to pay attention and you'll see the people buying up the houses, but I want you to pay attention to where they get the 50-year loan at. And that's why I say people have to work together and they have to go for certain things. So for instance, have you ever saw the movie with the two black men and they wanted a bank, but they had utilized a Caucasian man to get the bank ownership?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a movie. I forgot the freaking name. I hate when I talk about stuff.
They taught him about business and everything.
So, right. So I would say for the next 3 years, y'all can see some shit, and that's all I'm gonna say. But I want y'all to study the game, learn the game, and know how to utilize it because there's a lot of things that Trump is giving, and he's looking at us like y'all don't know how to use this. I'm gonna watch y'all waste opportunity. I'm giving y'all opportunity. Where was it? So he can talk in his campaigns again. I want y'all to pay attention and know how to play the fucking game because now it's time to play. And they're going to look at you and be like, the same thing you're talking about, material, that's what he wants you to talk about. That's what he wants you to do. So I know I'm going for mine. So I will be calling all y'all. Be like, y'all ready?
Bruh.
Hey, man, you know me. I love it. I love it.
I was trying to pick it in the down at the White House.
Okay. Father is on you.
I had a pina colada the other day, and there was no cherry. That's how I know we in a recession.
Wow. Not
Bruh,
even
they
a
used
fake
to have
cherry?
cherries on it. Not even the fucking fake cherry. Not even the umbrella. It was some fake ass paper mache thing. I'm like, where the umbrella and the cherry? Yo, y'all niggas broke.
Wow.
Did the pina colada even have alcohol?
Yes.
Or was it a virgin?
No, it had alcohol. And they didn't have much cherry on it.
Did they still charge you for the whole ensemble or they gave you a discount?
I ain't pay for it, so I don't care. I did not pay for it. It was gifted to me.
Crap.
I just wanted my cherry, damn it.
Shout out to that paid for
Just living his soft life. Father, you guys, didn't you talk about this last time we did a podcast? You want to live your soft life? Look at you.
I am material life. I am currently living my soft life. I am currently living my fucking soft life. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. This election that just recently motherfucking happened when Donald Trump got into office, I voted to not have him into office, and America did not listen. Since 2015, we've been warning these motherfuckers, don't let that man in there. They let him in there twice. I'm living my soft life. Fuck these niggas. It's soft life over here. I'm laying in my bed. I'm laying in my bed waiting for my motherfucking check.
You talked about it last night. You said, I don't want to hear not a single thing when I'm living my soft life. And you was deep living the soft life.
I am living my best life.
I know that's right.
I am laying here, chilling. I got my water. I got my controller in my hand. Nigga, I'm chilling. I'm not worried about anything these motherfuckers are doing no more. If you want to crash the economy, I'm going to sit here in my motherfucking lawn chair and watch.
See, I didn't even know the what's that thing called that's going on? The government shutdown ended. So I can't even pretend. I'm my bank account still didn't look no different when it was shut down or it was open. So I'm trying to figure out where the $2,000 coming from. When is it coming?
So yeah, Trump said is the $2,000 is from the tariffs. It's the tariff revenue, the money made from like the money saved from the tariffs that he implemented, apparently.
Oh yeah, from
But
him and
Okay,
Tariq.
I don't care. When is it dropping? That's what I care about. I don't even
damn
care
it,
how you got it, where you stole it from, who you had to rob. I need to know when is it dropping.
God damn
Like
it,
they be
Terry,
giving us extra information, but they don't give us this much information when they giving it to another country, when they giving money away. Like they don't tell us where the money came from when they giving it to another country. But
yeah,
whenever you got to give it to us, you got to give us full detail of how you got the money.
yeah. Isn't it great?
That's wild. I just need to know when is it dropping for us.
I hear you.
Boy, that soundboard active. Look
I,
at you, your DJ ish.
I still
Ray.
I, I still need to plug in my other soundboard that I still need to work with. The one that changes my voice. So I still need to work with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
you gonna get your little deep voice so the ladies can. Let me stop. Come on.
I'm telling you, we gonna go 5 heartbeats. I'm gonna go 5 heartbeats. I'm gonna have the girls digging in their chair. But I like my voice anyway. I think my voice is
Yeah, if you want to get with me, you gotta accommodate my soft life. Your soft life season over here, baby.
we
Yes,
soft
sir.
life living.
We soft life living, nigga. We soft life. I'm about to be like John Cena in his last match, retired, nigga.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
those are my final thoughts. Shout out to the pina colada without the cherries. That's a recession indicator. We going down.
Okay. First off, I want to say happy birthday to my girl Janae. Um, she's been on it. She's been on it before. She's done a reaction
I
video.
remember her.
Yeah. So happy. I
Mm.
wanted today's her birthday, so I want to tell her happy birthday. Um, and also shout out to, Crystal. Shout out to you because you gave me a idea for a final thought, and it was me liking New York girls accents. I don't know about y'all, but like my favorite. Oh, she ain't here. But I've always said this. My favorite type of accent is a New York girl's accent. For some reason, that shit drive me crazy. And some people think it's some people kind of look at some of the New York girls' accent as masculine. I don't ever look at it as masculine, but I can understand why y'all say that. But I always say, once you like get to know them or something, that shit like that defense mechanism of that New York accent. Once you break it down, that shit is they. I'm telling you, they so sweet. It be so sweet sometimes, but uh, but yeah, I can.
So you like your little ghetto one, huh? Is that what it is,
I
Ray?
like I like
You
a little
like your old nasty ghetto girl.
I like a little I like her to have some type of hood
You need
ratness.
a little ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the flavor.
A little ratchet. Yeah. It's like a noodles packet. You put the sauce in there, you decipher the sauce in there. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that's it.
'Cause I
But
feel like New York accent is it's a little tough and it's a little ghetto. It's a little nasty and it's a little quick too, real fast. Like they ain't got time.
yeah, I don't know. For some, I tell her my me and Shiny we kind of like had a back and forth because he was like he think it's kind of masculine. I was like, it's just not this masculine. It's just that if you ever been to New York, them women are just aggressive like that. They're kind of aggressive like that for a reason. So they use, but hold on. I don't know if y'all see this video. This video kind of proves my point because the way he explains the New York girl is like it's funny as hell. But yeah,
Times that come to New York and end up having a discrepancy with a New York female, just understand these are some things you might have to look for. Now you might say something slick and she's gonna give you the what happened? She heard you a little bit, but she just want to give you a chance to get out of the situation. The first thing she's gonna do is tell you to suck my man, woman, and child. Suck my and if your boyfriend next to you, he could get some too. Suck my police pull up, suck my when her head goes tilt, italics, that is a sign that it's been escalated. Then she goes into her routine, like she starts grabbing the air. I don't give a fuck. If you need to come up in here, don't come up in my spot. Just double grab. Stay out of my seat. Now, when she starts clapping, it's at a whole other level now. Nobody saying nothing. That's a fact. She's getting slowly closer and closer. If you can see the little lace front stocking cap under there, she's close enough. And she gonna snuff. She's gonna get in her stance, 1 foot forward, the other one in the back, and she's gonna start rocking. Her Tim's gonna start lacing up themselves with a double knot around the ankle. Boop, boop, boop. But her feet is steadily scooting a little bit closer to you. The New York City chick is the scooting master. She getting closer. Because the whole time she's cussing you out, demeaning you verbally, but still trying to get close enough to snuff you. See, the punch is not gonna come like this. It's gonna come directly. Thumbs up, thumbs down. She block her chin. You try to swing, whoop, weave that. Whoop, milli rock block. You got a half a millisecond to see when the punch is coming. She's gonna tuck her lips in. That's all you get. You get like a half a millisecond to see. You be standing there talking about, oh, what you be beefing? Where her lips go? Don't say I ain't warn you. That's it. For you out of towners that come to New York and
I've never had that type of encounter, but I've seen it in person. Like everything he does say, it just never happened to me. But that should be funny as hell. But yeah, but shout out to the. I don't know. I like it, but I starting to realize I think I like a little hood rat in all the girls I've ever talked to. Like, don't get me wrong, the bougie ones they be kind of like when they be on a soft like shit. That kind of like it will always get me, but for some reason, and she comes back. I just. Yo,
I don't know what happened.
I just played the video you sent me about beefing with a New York chick.
Yeah.
I was telling them like I love a New York girl's accent. I always like the New York girl's accent, and I was just like, I like him a little hood rap, but I was just like, yeah, that's
because Ray like a little toxicity in it, spice it up.
Yeah.
You see, New Yorkers get a bad rap though. We do. Yeah. We're not crazy.
Crystal, you crazy. No, that's
We're
not a bad rap.
loyal.
You real life
There's a
crazy, Crystal.
difference. We are protected.
You real life crazy, Crystal. Like, you're not even a little bit crazy. You real life crazy.
Oh, I'm a Harley Quinn. But you see how she started off normal and people want to fuck with her? We're protective. We don't like to be around people that don't have common sense.
I love that shit.
Here goes right. I love that shit.
I've been saying this shit for the longest. I love that shit. I do not hide that, especially like I tell people all the time. It's like once you get to know, like,
in the house.
Once you get to know a New York chick a little bit, and like that shit calm down. It's still there, but that shit calm down. She don't do that to you. She do it to someone else though. Like she'll pop.
Yeah.
They'll pop off on another nigga before you do it because they just quick with it.
What's funny though, and material life, you could probably say this is true. Different boroughs give different attitudes. The Brooklyn don't trust the Bronx. Brooklyn and Queens is about the same. Bronx and Harlem is about the same when it comes to certain things. And then Staten Island. Rhode Island, we don't claim. Yeah. It's levels. But we do get a bad rep,
one thing that is consistent, it can go up there on each one of those boroughs. They could be sweet and kind and up there the same moment. And it's like, oh, I don't know, who is this? Yeah, all bipolar. Or schizophrenic. I say schizophrenic, y'all, because the person is two different people. Like, who is this? Because you standing next to them, and it's like, bro, where you at? Because y'all be ready to go. I'm like, yo, I'm out. You might go to jail. Y'all don't give a fuck. Like, I got bail money.
But to be fair, okay, this is how I look at it. Because you have to be a little, you have to admit, where y'all from, y'all have grass, y'all can run. There's no blocking, right? When the first time I called a cop and I said, I need y'all to come out here, it's like 50 people trying to fight me because it's the projects. They said, no, nothing's happening, so we're not coming out there. So what do you do? You cry or you fight. Like, real talk. You have to be a little bit crazy to deal with New York City. Because by the times, like, say somebody beating you behind, guess what? Everybody's trying to look. By the time the guy stab you up or the girl stab you up, guess what? The cop is trying to get through the crowd. Do you know how small New York City is?
Yep.
They ain't gonna get to you in time. So you gotta act a little crazy. Even when I was going home at nighttime from school, I talked to myself. The minute I see somebody walking behind me and a little too close and it's a guy and he talk about, what's up, ma? I start talking like I'm fucking possessed. It works every time. So after going through those years, I learned how to turn off the crazy and on the crazy.
The reason why I'm laughing is because we all done had that phone that's not on, that we just all of a sudden pick it up and start having full blown conversation. Because it's like, bro, stop talking to me. Like, don't even try to talk to me. Like, and then you can't. Ain't nobody on the phone because you know the phone cut. Ain't no bill paid. The phone ain't working.
So you think there's a way
the New
they
York
can
guys I
become?
had to deal with that really wanted to fight or kidnap me, they don't care if you're on the phone. They'll knock that shit out your hand or sell it on eBay and then kidnap your ass. No, the crazy I'm talking about is I used to do ticks. I used to stop and talk to the wall and let the guy pass me. Shit like that. It worked every time. Crazies don't want to mess with crazies, so you have to stay crazy. But our family members and our friends, they know we'll always have their back, no matter what. That's a loyalty thing. If we don't have your back and we let you get jumped or we see shit go down or we peep game and we don't say anything, that's no shade, but that's on some Cali shit. They'll smile knowing everything's about to go down and still won't tell you. So yeah, we're a little crazy, but for good reasons. And that's why I say New York chicks, we get a bad rep.
Yeah.
Long Island, the world is yours. Staten Island, the world is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna play this last video, and then I'm gonna end it because this is proving a point. Because
That's crazy.
Oh my God, this fucking video.
Oh, y'all seen
Oh
this?
shit.
Yes.
I've seen this.
Bro, it's just good vibes, dog, for real. But this video I'm about to show you ain't nothing good vibes about it at all.
What? You gonna take something from me?
Oh.
Out of here.
Oh my God, bro.
Shut up. Shut up. Wasn't you just getting beat? Yes, you was. Nigga, that's why you ran on the face. Shut up.
Hashtag.
That's the nigga right there. She's trying to get away from him. Simple. That's stupid or dumb or retarded. Fuck out of here. Nigga, y'all worried about her. And I'm about to boom this shit out of this nigga. What the is going on? This bitch is crying over weak-minded shit. You chose to want to with that nigga. You thought that he was something. You thought he was a red fox. He's a bump fox. One bad bitch. Bad for you. You felt it's comfortable to play with me? Did you feel like it was comfortable to play with me? Did you feel like it was comfortable to play with me? Now, if I really, how you know me? If I told you 3 times, you don't know me. I look like that weak-minded bitch.
Bro, imagine if this was your mother and she say, when you get home, I got an ass whooping for you. You know she ain't bluffing. That boy, if this was my mother, bro, I would be scared and couldn't wait to get out her house, dog.
Do I look like her? If you came home from jail, bitch,
wait, that's his mom?
No, what are we? The backstory is he was following this chick, and she noticed that She was noticing and following. So when he got on the train, you know, you see what you see around. And I think there's some other chick on the train he was fucking with as well. And so this is her dealing with the situation.
Oh,
Doing that.
oh,
I mean, your
I was about
face,
to
you feel
say,
some type.
well, that's his mom. Damn, she tough.
And that was my mom. I was like, yo, can we wait till we get home before you whip my ass? We don't need to do this out in town.
Wait,
I
let's
wouldn't
go.
even
You
act
trying
up
to
if
take
that
me
was
where
my
I'm
mom
at.
like that.
So why would you follow me if I told you I'm not she? Make it make sense. Do I look like the type of person? I'm 31 years old. Bitch, I'm not a child. And I don't like that shit about y'all niggas. Bro, I'm a
Blame him. Don't say nothing.
I
Because she
do
gonna
not like
sock
that
you
shit. You thought I
if
was
he even
child
breathes
with a
on him.
wig
She
on?
gonna sock his ass.
Born in 1994. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you retarded? Why did you follow me? I told you I'm not no sugar. Let's see. Shut up.
As a non-New Yorker, as a Southerner, the thing that stands out the most to me is how normal this is for y'all New Yorkers, because no one on that bus other than the people that she is interacting with is paying her any mind, bro. Everybody minding their own business, dog. She over there in the corner, not looking this way, holding her flowers, just trying to get to where she going. Dude across from him minding his own business. This is, dog, down here in New Orleans, bro. If we saw this right now, everybody would be, oh shit, because we ain't used to seeing this every day.
Shut up and come off the block and I'm come on. Bro, we'll stop this shit.
Look at dude minding his business, bro.
You don't hit your head now. It's right. Energy. Let's get that. I don't give a fuck about you getting mad. None of that. Please, let's get mad. Please, let's get mad. Please, let's get mad. Let's get mad. Let's get mad. Why y'all niggas think that everybody's with that? I'm ready. Let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing? Fuck bum bitch ass nigga. I'm so sick and tired of y'all little weird ass nigga. I just came home. So what that's supposed to mean to me? That you was gonna take something from me? What that's supposed to mean? You was gonna take something from me? Huh?
Ooh, Jesus. Go ahead, girl.
First off, he should have known that he was going to get punched in the face. Like, she walked up to him like 3 times. Like, he should have known he was going to get punched in the face. She was not playing with him. It was just like, huh.
And the whole time this is going on, me and my sister would be on the train fucking laughing because we know this is street justice and he looks shooketh.
Yeah.
We would have been laughing.
I'm shook as him. Cause I'm looking at this like with the one eye twitch, like just in case I don't want to blink too hard. Cause this shit is getting worse. The fact that he just came from prison and thought he was gonna do that. Oh, wow. He met the right one. Like at this point, he might want to go back to prison. That's safer out there. In there. Because the way she smacked fire out of him, baby, I know they was doing him big in prison.
Do y'all think that him saying I just got out was a threat?
No. I thought he was
okay,
like,
so as a New Yorker, what he's saying,
threat.
Yes, what he's saying is I just got out. If I didn't just get out and I have these charges against me and I'm trying to do right, I would have beat your ass. That's what he's saying in New York terms. Because how you got somebody that you're following, you know you're wrong. Instead of saying, sorry, my bad, that's respectful in a New York way. She would have backed the fuck up. But the fact that he's ignoring her and saying, oh, I just got out. Like I would have done. That's why she said, oh, you want to take something from me? So that's the lingo. What he did was
I just got out saying he ain't had some in a while. Nigga trying to get some.
No.
But I didn't take it as if it was a threat, like, oh, like I'm trying to do now, because he don't look like he trying to do right. If nigga following her.
Make him do wrong.
Exactly. But you just got out and you get sucked. I mean, you get socket by a female. So I imagine what they doing to you in prison. You don't need to be following nobody but Jesus.
You said, but Jesus. No.
Oh yeah.
It was stupid that he said that shit though. I just got out. So what, nigga?
First of all, he couldn't even talk because he was so damn scared. So I'm like, bruh, you ain't strong. You gotta understand your limitations. And she is the limitation. So imagine the niggas that she run with. If she this tough, the niggas she run with tougher.
One hand.
Follow the white woman. Yeah, she ain't the one. He saw that peach back there and got confused.
What do you mean you just came home? What do you mean you just came home? I told you I'm not sick. What do you mean you just came home? What do you mean you just came home? What does that mean? You just came home. What does that mean? That means
she's trying to get one off on you, bro. Stand up.
When you was in jail, you was a...
Wasn't in jail. Oh.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut up. Wasn't you just getting beat? Yes, you was. Nigga, that's why you ran on the face. Shut up. I'm not you. Shut up. You want to defend him? Suck your dick right now. He just came home. You cool? You cool? You want to mind my business? Alright, so shut up. What happened?
Y'all seen this right here? Look at the black dude with the green shirt. Minding his business, man. Head at 12 o'clock.
Alright, so shut up. What happened?
What the?
Alright, so then do not ever follow me. No ever female a day in your fucking life, bro. I will beat. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Ma'am, I suggest you shut up, man. If she hitting a grown ass man, I know she don't care about you.
Shut up. What happened? What happened?
Nah, he getting the smoke. What he did? This man ain't do nothing.
Mind her business. What happened? She's not minding her business. Tired of minding her. You don't know, so shut the fuck up. Okay, you good?
Yo, y'all think she from the Bronx?
Good. So look, you got blood on your shirt. That means somebody touched you. Somebody violated you. Yeah. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to me. It's a nigga not gonna play with. Now spit in my daydream. Fuck, I'm not two big ass bitches, bro. Stop playing with me. Nigga gonna fucking sit here and follow me. You stupid? Are you dumb?
Crazy work.
I don't need a nigga. I don't need a nigga, bro. I don't need a nigga. I went by you several times for knocking a nigga out. What you talking about? I don't need no nigga. Bitch, my pops told me how to fight. What happened?
Man, I thought women who grew up with dads, bro, wasn't aggressive and masculine. I thought they were more feminine and submissive. I thought dads meant that. But when your daddy a street nigga and he hood and he don't know nothing other than them streets, dog, he gonna teach his daughter how to survive, bro, and how to I actually know hood niggas that raise their daughters like this, bro. I ain't even mad at them per se, but you know, nigga was 16 when he found out he was about to be a dad. What are he supposed to teach somebody, bro? Let's be real now.
Nigga, I told you, don't ever in your life follow no other female ever in your day in your life.
And she mean that shit. You better not ever.
What happened?
This is a Woodlawn-bound portrait. The next stop is 161st Street, Yankee Stadium.
He was so shook he got out the damn train. It's not even a stop.
Yeah, man. This
He's so confused afterward. She said, "What? What did she say? What did she say before she had socked him? Something about." She says, "I gotta go watch that video again. I gotta dissect that."
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, and everybody that didn't mind their business, I'm sure they're not original from New York City at all.
You say whatever that Hindu, Indian, or whatever he was, baby. That man said, "Hello, time out." He was shooken.
He's like, I don't want that shit.
He like he ain't want them type of problems,
and he was tall.
He was
tall. Yeah, he did not want those problems. He
learned how to mind his business real quick.
You see what the black dude did? He said 10 at 12. Oh shoot.
I don't know why he was following her. that's where he messed up. He saw that peach back there. Because when she walked past, I was like, yo, I see why he was following her. Them pants was pantsing for her. But why would you think to follow her? Because more than likely, she was talking on the phone several times. You see how she walks. This walk tough. So, child.
I come from a mom and dad that used to meet up in the Bronx and walk around with nunchucks. I kid you the fuck not. I kid you the fuck. I will bring my mom on this damn podcast. Her and my dad used to walk around with nunchucks. They were the couple that you did not want to fight.
What was you on, some old dirty bastard shit? The Brooklyn Zoo shit? So what?
Yes, because it was back in the Wu-Tang days.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, attack any nigga who attack back. Fucking hell. But Wu-Tang style is mad fucking dangerous.
I'm not gonna knock your parents because I used to walk around with a baseball bat. Just
bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. I'm sorry.
I think that the those Chinese movies that they used to have back in the day was so popular back in the day that they had to ban nunchucks. Everybody had them.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's real. The same thing happened in LA too, because them fucking kung fu movies went stupid over there too.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
I think they had banned what? They had banned what the hell? I think they banned something, but I don't think it was nunchucks. I think it was something else.
Like a bow staff?
No, I'm pretty sure nunchucks were banned.
Yeah, it's probably banned too.
I'm pretty sure nunchucks as well was pretty bad because that's a dangerous ass weapon first and foremost. And then
you know how to use it. Shit.
Yeah, and then like the people who know how to use it, like nobody's disarming you.
That is true. It's too much shit going on to even put your hand near the person.
And it's really easy to injure somebody. Human beings are very fragile. It's not like the movies where a nigga takes a nunchuck to the face and he's knocked out. You getting fucking blunt force trauma.
Yeah, that shit hurt. That shit is no joke.
Could you imagine going to the hospital and be like, what the fuck happened to you? I got hit by a nunchuck.
You see, and that's where I could not be the person taking care of them because I'm a laugh. And that's why I got in trouble. I'm a fucking laugh.
I'm gonna just say, so y'all here getting in fights with Ninja Turtles and shit? This is what happened.
Michelangelo fucked you up, didn't he?
Yo, you lucky it was Mike and not Raph, nigga. Raph.
You lucky it was Mike and not Raph.
I said the red nigga don't.
You better hope you didn't hurt him either, because Master Splinter gonna be on your ass.
Oh, so yeah. Shout out to the New York women in that accent, but them shits was funny to me, and yeah, and also fellas.
I love New Yorkers, man.
Yeah,
right. You gotta just send me that video because I gotta watch it. And like I really gotta watch it to understand exactly the whole concept.
She needs to dissect that video.
I got you, B. And yeah. Also, fellas, don't walk up to no girl, especially you gonna get violated.
Yeah, she said some things. I'm like, hold on, what did she say? Well, we all knew that homeboy. First of all, clearly he ain't made it for prison. So if homegirl doing him like that, he ain't had no business going to prison. Because I know they doing him big one out there.
Yeah, and your people's got to see that shit too.
Yo, that video going viral in the prison cell.
I know.
He coming back. He coming back.
No.
Oh shit. Oh man.
He gotta come back, and then he gotta answer.
Oh shit. On that note, I would like to thank the panel for jumping on as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast, and we signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.